If you're an amusement park person, you must know the thrill of being on a roller coaster. Well, in this video, we will feature top roller coasters from around the world. Here are some of the best, yet scariest roller coasters from different amusement parks around the world. 1. Formula Rossa, Ferrari World, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. If you're in Abu Dhabi, it doesn't matter what the weather's like or what day it is. You need to go to the Ferrari World and waste no time in getting in Formula Rossa, a Ferrari sports car themed roller coaster, which is perhaps the fastest in the world. The ride is capable of going from 0 to 150 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds. 4.9 seconds to be precise, the same amount of time it would take you to pick something up off the floor. This ride takes you to a height of 52 meters with the adrenaline rush of 4.8 Gs. It won't be different from riding a Ferrari in a world championship. 2. Kingda, Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. Now, each ride is unique. If Formula Rossa is the fastest roller coaster in the world, we present to you the tallest roller coaster in the world. How does that work? Kingda is almost 456 meters long, which is the equivalent to a 45-story building. Yes, that's a lot of floors. It sends you down at 128 miles per hour in less than 3.5 seconds and is one of the most intense rides in the world. The whole ride only lasts 50 seconds. 3. Steel Dragon 2000, Nagashima Spaland, Japan. It seems like the scariest roller coasters are spread all over the world. For instance, we covered one in the United States and the Middle East. Now it's Japan's turn. Far east from the previous roller coasters. Steel Dragon 200 is the world's longest roller coaster with 8,000 feet of track, and it doesn't end here. It's the 7th tallest roller coaster as well, with a sparkling height of 318 feet. It took the Japanese $52 million to build a Steel Dragon, which is a percentage of GDP for many developed nations. The multi-feature steel coaster has a 306-foot drop, 6th longest descent route that shoots its riders down at 95 miles per hour. 4. Top Thrill Dragster, Cedarpoint, Ohio. For the next ride, we are back in the United States. Top Thrill Dragster in Cedarpoint, Ohio is no less than other coasters of the world. We must tell you that Cedarpoint is also known as the roller coaster capital of America. When Top Thrill Dragster came in, it was perhaps the most prolonged and tallest coaster in America. But as time passed, we saw other roller coasters caving in. But it is still the 2nd tallest and 3rd fastest coaster in the world. It gives you a thriller ride at 120 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds with some peaks as tall as 420 feet. 5. T-Express, Everland, South Korea. When moving up and down at hundreds of miles per hour, all the roller coasters look the same. But there are a lot of factors which make roller coasters the best. Some may be built of steel, others can be constructed of wood. T-Express in Everland, South Korea is one such wooden ride. It may be old school, but it offers one hell of an experience. T-Express is also the world's tallest wooden roller coaster at 183 feet. It offers quite an exciting course to its riders with a 150-foot drop. What's great about T-Express is perhaps its location with a hillside view. The ride takes its passengers at 65 miles per hour and is voted one of the best wooden roller coasters out there. 6. Goliath, Six Flags Great America, Illinois. Our ride number 6 takes us back to the United States and the great state of Illinois. Goliath is yet another exciting wooden roller coaster. Now this gets interesting. The coaster is 165 feet tall, yet it has the tallest drop while it plunges through a tunnel to a drop at 180 feet. When at top speed, the Goliath travels at 72 miles per hour with 2 stomach-churning inversions. Therefore, you better travel with an empty stomach. 7. The Smiler, Alton Towers, United Kingdom. The Smiler is perhaps the most inverted coaster in the world with as high as 14 inversions. We have another empty stomach coaster for you. Now here's the thing. If there are so many versions in a roller coaster, it doesn't mean that all inversions are the same. In fact, it implies that each reversal will be different from a different experience. Such is the case with the Smiler traveling up and down at 53 miles per hour with a variety of inversions. 8. Full Throttle, Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. As the name suggests, this Six Flags coaster in California is really a full throttle experience. Full Throttle is the tallest and fastest vertical loop in the world. It takes the riders through abnormal expertise of a 160-foot tall loop at 70 miles per hour. Though it looks like a loop, it is not as steady as it seems. Full Throttle often makes abrupt turns, lurches away, and then comes back in, making some unparalleled moves. The scariest yet the most thrilling part is when you are in the middle of the loop. 9. Takabisha, Fuji-Q, Highland, Japan. Until now, we have covered the world's tallest and fastest roller coasters. But what about the world's steepest roller coaster? Yes, the world's steepest roller coaster is located near Fuji Five Lakes, near Fuji Yoshida, in Yamanashi Prefecture. Those who have ever been on Takabisha consider it as the scariest coasters of all. Primarily, when it takes you through the tunnels at 160 kilometers per hour with a 43-meter drop and a 121-degree free fall, it will be perhaps the most terrifying 2 minutes of your life if you're on Takabisha. 10. The Scenic Railway, Luna Park, Australia. Let's move to Australia for this one. The Scenic Railway in Luna Park, Australia is yet another exciting coaster ride. Sometimes the scariest roller coasters don't have to be state-of-the-art. Modern-day coasters, in fact, can be something classic and heritage material like the Scenic Railway. It operates through a lift launch system and requires a brakeman to stand in the middle of the train ride. There are only 3 coasters in the world with that requirement. 11. Steel Curtain. This roller coaster in Kenwood, Pennsylvania is another stellar steel-themed structure coaster. Now, this is interesting. The coaster has 9 inversions and a zero-gravity stall. It has the world's highest inversion at a record-breaking 197 feet. The Steel Curtain travels at 76 miles per hour, but claims to be a smooth ride. The Steel Curtain claims to be a family-friendly ride, but only for those families which can surpass the highest possible inversion of 197 feet. 12. Yukon Striker, Canada's Wonderland, Canada. With most of the roller coasters, we have been hitting back and forth from the United States, but haven't hit Canada yet. Yukon Striker is one such roller coaster ride in Canada's Wonderland. The Striker is also present in Texas, but we will be talking about the one in Canada. Now, Yukon is the world's tallest, fastest, and longest roller coasters in the world. Is that it? Certainly not. Yukon Striker has a drop. Not an ordinary drop. It hangs its riders at a 90-degree angle for almost 3 seconds, dangling them at 245 feet over an underwater tunnel. With Canada, it seems like a friendly ride place, but Yukon Striker really takes that away from the Canadian because it is one of the most spine-chilling coasters in the world. 13. Tower of Terror, Golden Reef City, South Africa. So far, we have discovered thrilling roller coaster rides from all over the world. This time, we are in the African continent with the Tower of Terror in South Africa. The name suggests being the scariest of all the roller coaster rides we have mentioned so far. The sit-down roller coaster ride is the most potent roller coaster ride at 6.3 Gs. This is a force which can make several, or perhaps more, pass out. Let us describe to you the Tower of Terror in simple terms. You'll be diving down at 90 degrees from a sporadic height of 50 meters at 100 kilometers an hour into an open mine shaft, which was functional some years or perhaps ages ago. Just visualize it, and then you'll know why the Tower of Terror is called the Tower of Terror. Another claim suggests that the thrust of the Tower of Terror is twice as much as an astronaut experienced during a rocket launch. Did you hear a rocket launch? 14. Do-Donpa, Fuji-Q, Highland, Japan. Although the Japanese look like calm-looking, tech-savvy sort of people, their rides certainly don't meet those characteristics. This is the second time we are taking you to Fuji-Q in Japan. Do-Donpa is another ride to test your body's ability under a thriving speed. Therefore, never try Do-Donpa even if you have an iota of motion sickness in your body. It takes you from 0 to 112 miles per hour in 1.26 seconds, which is lower than all of the other roller coaster rides we have had so far. You guys probably think that the scary part is over after the 1.26 seconds, right? Well, unfortunately it isn't. But if you want to experience that adrenaline, the frightening part is part of the deal. After you are at 112 miles per hour at Do-Donpa top speed, it takes you to another stream of loops, swerves, curves, and guess what? A zero gravity zone. We just unveiled to you the topmost, scariest, yet fulfilling roller coaster rides in the world. And here's the deal. All of them are totally worth your while, weight, and money, even if that means traveling across the world. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. Here's what you can do. Tell us more about the video and comment with any other celebrity group you would want us to explore, and we'll get right onto it. Don't forget to share and subscribe.